Changing your VoiceOver voice settings on the fly. If you want to change any of your VoiceOver voice settings, such as rate, pitch, intonation, perhaps the volume, or even the voice you have set up, you don't have to go to VoiceOver Utility to do it. You can change these settings on the fly, and here's how it is done. You press the VoiceOver keys, which are Control and Option, located down on the left-hand side of the keyboard, the second and third keys from the left, and the Command key, which is to the right of those keys, right next to the space bar. You press them down and hold them together.
Control, Option, Command.
And then you press the left or right arrow to go through the selections. I'm going to start by pressing the right arrow.
Default pitch 50%. Default volume 100%. Default intonation 50%. Default voice Alex. Default rate 50%. Default pitch 50%.
And we're back to pitch. Now if I press the left arrow while I keep these keys held down, I go in the other direction.
Default rate 50%. Default voice Alex. Default intonation 50%. Default volume 100%. Default pitch 50%. Default rate 50%.
Okay. If I want to change any of these, such as the rate, which is where I am, I press the up arrow to increase the rate and the down arrow to decrease the rate. So right now I'm going to press the down arrow while holding down the VO and Command keys.
Default rate 45%. Default rate 40%. 35%. 30%. 25%.
And to increase the rate, we press the up arrow.
30%, 30, 40%, 45, 50%, 55%.
Okay. Now, I can keep the keys held down, or I can just hold them down again at any time and press the left and right arrows again.
Default pitch 50%. Default rate 55%.
And now I'm looking for the voice.
Default voice Alex.
There's Alex. If I want to change the voice,
Default voice Alex.
pressing the up arrow will not take me anywhere because the voice you're using is always at the top. So for the voice, you press the down arrow through the selections.
Default voice Fred.
There's Fred.
Alex.
Alex.
Default voice Fred.
Default voice Alex.
Victoria.
Bruce.
Chuffy. Vicky. Vicky.
And Vicky's the last. So now I'm going to press the up arrow.
Default voice Vicky.
Whoops, we're at Vicky now. So now we have to press
Control, Option, Command.
Making sure those left-hand keys are pressed down. We press the down arrow.
Default voice Fred.
I think I'm going to keep it at Fred. Now I'm going to go to the right.
Default rate 55%.
And we're going to make Fred talk a little slower.
Default rate 50%. Default rate 45%. 40%. Default rate 35%.
And I'm done adjusting
Hi, Marcy.
Fred's.
Hope you're having a nice day. Finder. Applications.
Window.
Applications.
Folder.
Okay, I'm done with the keys on the left, the VoiceOver and Command. So
Command Control.
And as you can tell, Fred's voice is now in effect.
Attachments.
Folder.
Applications.
Folder.
Command. Screen flow. Finder. Applications.
Window.
Applications.
Folder.
Okay, but I would like to go back to Alex, so I'm going to press the VoiceOver keys.
Control. Option.
Along with the Command key.
Command.
And whatever setting you were on previously is where you're going to be when you go back in again. So all I need to do is press the up arrow to make sure I'm on the voice.
Default rate 40%.
Nope, I'm on rate. I forgot about that. So now I press the left arrow.
Default voice Red.
I was on rate because that was the last thing that I had adjusted. So now I'm on voice and I'm going to press the down arrow.
Default voice Vicky.
Alex.
And there's Alex. I'm going to go one arrow to the right.
Default rate 40%.
And we're going to increase Alex's rate a little bit with the up arrow.
45%, 50%, 55%.
And now I'm going to let go of the keys on the left, the voiceover and command keys. And
Attachments folder, desktop folder, documents folder.
And I've got Alex back. That is how you change your voiceover voice settings on the fly.
Command, Shift,